Madame Medusa thrust a pail into Penny's hand. "I only want the plumpest, juiciest berries," she screeched, "and I don't come back until the pail is full." "Yes, Medusa," Penny replied. Carrying Teddy in one hand and the pail in the other, the little girl set off into the swamp. Penny looked around. It wasn't easy to find a way through the swamp because everything sort of grew together. Luckily, she knew where to go. A few minutes later, Penny stood before a bush heavy with plum trees. She put Teddy down in a tangle of branches. "You'll be comfy down here while I pick," she explained. She was plucking the first berry off the bush when Brutus, one of Medusa's crocodiles, lumbered towards her and opened the massive jaws. He grabbed Teddy and threw them into the murky water. "Teddy!" Penny cried. Then she snatched her friend up, hugged him to the chest, and glared at Brutus, who was munching on the berries. "You creep," she said. "You could have hurt Teddy, and those berries are for Medusa." Brutus responded by snatching another dozen berries off the bush. Then Nero, Medusa's other crocodile, joined him, chomping away. Soon half the branches were empty. Scowling and howling, her dripping Teddy. Penny looked around, and when she spied a patch of red fruit growing several feet away, she smiled to herself. "Nero, Brutus," she called cheerfully, "there's another berry patch over there. Take a look." Lifting their massive heads, the two crocs looked where Penny was pointing. A second later, they'd come to the swamp where scoffing down plump red fruit. Penny began to giggle. With her eyes wide and her nostrils flaring, Nero and Brutus began desperately to gulp down swamp water. The nearby berries looked like berries, but they were actually hot peppers. "You shouldn't eat so fast, boys," she said, sweetly, as they squirmed in the water. Penny picked until her pail was full. Then, taking Teddy by the arm, she headed back to the ship. "How very sorry am I," she thought.